Yo, we are back, and today we are going to be talking about the exhausting lifestyle of polygamy. Mykelti was talking about it with Tony, and she really got into it.
She did. I mean, it was funny how Tony was like, this is exhausting. It's like an exhausting dynamic of polygamy. And one of them was, like, if you just imagine, she was given an example of Christine divorces Cody in October, right? Logan gets married the same October. Then the next year, Gwen gets married like around August, September. Christine gets married October, like a year later. Good for you, Christine. And she was just like, that is like the dynamic of polygamy. And Tony was just like, that is so exhausting. Like, it's always something going on. For me, I find that like the beauty of polygamy. I do, because something is always going on, you know.
I get tired of things being.
That's the beauty for me of a large family. Probably every month we're having a birthday. You know, as the children get older, that was one of the things that I loved about the Duggars. You know, they have 19 kids. Almost every month there's a birthday. When the kids are graduating, there's a graduation. Yes, that could be exhausting. Tony, they have 3 kids, like all kind of back to back, right? But so I can understand why he's feeling exhausted right this second. But I think that's the beauty of it. And, you know, sometimes one parent cannot be there because they have to work or whatever, but you're sure to have someone there. Now, with the Duggars, it was just the 2 parents.
Right.
So that one you can say maybe that's exhausting. But I felt like that was the beauty of the Duggar family. And that is why that's why I turned in to watch the show. You know, that's why you turn in to watch shows like the Derricos, you know? Now they're divorced. Did you all hear the Derricos?
I'm sorry, when you have that many damn kids,
now,
why are you divorcing?
I know, the father, for some reason, I always kind of like... And
we should really probably do a video on that. Yeah, because that one was baffling to me.
You know, well, the father all of a sudden, like, I don't know, he dyed his hair blonde, which was odd to me for him to just dye his hair at this age.
That's not a good sign.
And he's like in his 40s, so that was weird.
Midlife crisis.
Then,
well, that's not even the middle of your life.
He dyed the boy's hair blonde too. They were in a mohawk. I kind of understood them being in a mohawk. I didn't understand the whole dyeing out or dyeing little boys' hair. I don't know. I wouldn't even dye little girls' hair.
Yeah, no.
They're too young.
I didn't even dye my hair till I was like 18.
But then I felt like the reason why he went ahead to dye the boys' hair is because he really wanted his hair dyed. You see what I'm saying?
A reason.
And then the next thing you know, right, to say, oh, I'm going to be like you boys. He really wanted to dye his hair blonde.
Yeah.
So that was me. That wasn't like a family man. So that was really a little strange to me.
Yeah.
But, and now they're actually divorced. The
so sad.
That's... I think it's very irresponsible, because he has to pay her child support, so obviously the kids are going to stay with the mom. And it's so irresponsible. It's not even a lot of money, no. It's like less than $2,000.
For all them kids, don't they have like 12?
It's less than $2,000. And I was just thinking to myself, I said, for you and your brother, I got $1,000 a month. And that's really because it was more than $1,000 a month. But, you know, he and we had this agreement, but he's like, look, I can only afford $1,000. And I'm like, that's fine, because I was working and I was making money. And so I was just like, no problem, that's fine. Just make sure that you're paying that each month. Which for the most of the time, for the years, like he may have been late, I don't know. I don't think it was more than my 2 hands, you know, so he was actually really good at that, making sure he pays that $1,000. So, but I think it's because we're living in Maryland. Maryland is an expensive state. I don't know where do the Derricks live? Do you guys know? But that, yeah, it's not that much. It's less than 2,000. They have all those kids, young kids too,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, that is so weird.
Very weird.
It is actually very weird. And then and it's sad. And the kids, you see, for me, they're reaching that age as teenagers where they really need that structure, they really need that authority,
Yeah.
especially the boys. That's really when the father comes in, especially when the boys reach 17. Something happened to them when they reach 17 and they act a plum fool with the mama, right? That's when that authority has to come in.
Yeah.
But the father has to have his authority, but also have his nurturing in a man's way, right? So he teaches the boy how to control his anger,
Yeah.
right? How to have control, but at the same time, how to, be authoritative. You're teaching your son at that point how to be a leader, right? A leader is not just being a dictator,
Yeah.
right? So all of those things, and he is gone. He has absconded.
I know.
That's how it feels like to me. Like, just, this is the time you hold it down until, like, maybe let them all graduate from college. Damn, though. Just
Yeah.
when they're so young, a lot of them are in that, like, middle school age, and you just gone.
Hot mess.
Giving some less than $2,000 for child support. It's not, like,
Just run away from your
that's how I
responsibilities.
feel. That's why with that blonde hair. But anywho,
Up
yeah,
to
I
no
can
damn
see
good.
how it can be exhausting, but there's another way to think about it. I think it's a beautiful thing. What do you all think? I think it's a beautiful thing to have, different birthdays, to have different pregnancies, weddings, always these events going on. And then when you graduate, a whole bunch of people are there. When you have
Yeah.
your baby shower, a whole bunch of people are there. When you have your wedding, a whole bunch of people are there to help you out and all of that stuff. I think it's beautiful, but exhausting. Okay, Tony. Okay, you all,
We'll see
Mykelti.
y'all on the next video.